That's the East Branch River of the Saco. And in 1989, I purchased this property. We started cutting trees, bought a sawmill, started milling lumber, and just started building. And this is the very first shop. This is where it all started, this little 12 by 20.
Greg Solis is a fixture in the small town of Intervale, New Hampshire, known for his big personality and larger-than-life stories. He came here from Massachusetts in 1976, seeking adventure.
And then we discovered Mount Washington, and it blew us away. And it just took us to a whole nother realm of athleticism, you know. And I had never skied in my life, so I slowly started skiing on Mount Washington with the name Figure 11, because I didn't know how to turn. So I would just go straight down and crash straight down, and all you would see was these Figure 11s going down the slope.
The backcountry ski bum, who claims to hold the Mount Washington ski streak for skiing at least one day a month for over 33 consecutive months, turned to the trees to make a living and support his hobbies and family.
I really didn't have any trade, never went to college, and I found some timber framers and had an 8-year apprenticeship with Fox Maple Post and Beam over in Brownfield, Maine, and then slowly started doing my own thing.
Now, the owner of East Branch Timberworks, Greg, is rooted in the soil of the North Country.
I've been, you know, to Ibiza, Spain, and I've been to Istanbul and southern Turkey and to Switzerland and all over the planet, and I just can't, I mean, I love going there, but I can't wait to get back to New Hampshire. There's something about, like, that river and the color of the water and how clean the rocks are, and just the lifestyle up here.
Born with sawdust and sap in his blood, Greg's son, Nikos, was given chaps and a chainsaw at a young age.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time in nature, and just the same thing, like, you go out, you try to leave no path, you try to make sure that it all looks the same way or better than when you first came into it.
Now, grown like the trees that surround him in the White Mountains, Nikos works side by side with his father.
Just a little while ago, he came home one night and we were just sitting there talking, you know, and I'd always missed him tremendously. And he's like, Dad, I think I want to come home and be part of the business and eventually take it over.
A chip off the old shoulder, Nikos has learned a lot by watching his dad.
I would say the biggest thing is just never be afraid to put your head down and just grind away at whatever you think you really want to do. I mean, to see just a piece of property like this and say, okay, I want to build this house on it, I want to raise my family here, and then to produce a business out of it too, and just keep it going step by step and not being scared to be, okay, I don't have all the equipment, I don't have all the tools, but you got 2 functioning hands and good work ethic. You can pretty much do anything you want to.
Greg built the house Nikos grew up in on the banks of the East Branch River by hand, board by board, nail by nail.
There was nothing here. It was raw ground, and we cut the trees, bought a sawmill, started milling the lumber. I was a builder, carpenter, so I knew how to do this stuff, but still, it took 28 years to finish it.
Greg has always done business with the utmost respect for the land he calls home, starting his logging career the old-fashioned way, with a neighbor and a set of oxen named Nip and Tuck.
We can do anything from, you know, 1 tree to something to 20 acres and anything in between. The best thing is, like, everything gets used in the process, you know. It's like you cut a tree, all right, so then you chip it up, and then you take the chips, and the chips go up to the power plant up in Berlin and produce electricity. I mean, I'm actually talking to these trees before I cut them, you know. I'm a tree hugger. I hug them, and then I cut them.
Logs, slabs, firewood, wood chips, and even furniture. East Branch Timberworks has grown from timber to table.
Every year I got busier and busier and more well-known and stuff, and then it just exploded. And then when I, you know, moved from this property to my shop, people really were like, wow, look at this guy, look at this kid, look what he can do, you know. and just evolved into buying another big sawmill and making slabs. And I'm like, you know what? I think I want to make tables. I started wanting to bring nature into my creations. We leave the live edge on, don't cut the knot off. I mean, look at that, it's beautiful, you know? And building benches where you just cut flat but leave the roundness to it, you know? And so that's my whole thing. I just recently picked up the mill. It's called a True Cut Mill, and it was made by the Amish down in Kentucky. And it's the widest mill basically east of the Mississippi.
No East Coast tree is too big now for the Sulises.
I would say my favorite part of the business would just be the finished product, and just seeing, like, you see this tree standing up and then you never think that you can turn it into something like this.
The future is bright for this father-son duo, and together they have a lot more growing to do.
Always learning. You can't teach the old dog new tricks, but I can learn.
Just being aware of everything around you is a gift. You know what I mean? It's just like there's so many people that go through life and just, you know, don't appreciate anything, and they can't figure out why they're miserable. I mean, I wake up every morning in awe of, like, what am I going to do today? And how can I make this world better, you know, and stuff, and leave it a better place.